So today's video is going to be another makeup tutorial, and this one is going to be a very nice jewel tone kind of emerald green smoky eye, and I absolutely love what I came up with. And as you can tell from my last video and this one, I'm really digging these dark kind of mocha lips. So I did another little lip combo for you so that you can achieve this kind of lip color, because I think it is like the best fall trend this year. Like, this lip color I'm dying over. I feel a little bit like a chola, but I'm digging it. Very odd. Yeah, I'm really loving this sparkly green eye with lots of lashes. Not only do I have a full strip of false lashes on top, but I have a couple of individual lashes on each of my bottom lash line, and I love the effect that it gives. But yeah, we're using two main eyeshadow palettes for this look. One of them is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and the other is the Smashbox Masterclass 2 palette. I know that they just came out with the Masterclass 3, and oh my god, I need it, because this is one of my favorite palettes ever, and the third one looks even more incredible. So I need that one in my life. But yeah guys, if you want to learn how to get this fall look, then please keep watching.
Hey guys, so you want to start off with a nice fresh and clean face, so that's what I did here. And then first we're going to do our eyebrows. So I'm first taking my spoolie and just combing through so that they're nice and prepped to fill them in. And what we're going to use to fill them in is our e.l.f. eyebrow kit in the shade medium. And I'm first going to take the wax part on this Sigma angled brush, and I use the wax part just to define the bottom line of my brow, because I've been going for a little more natural of a brow, so I'm just using the wax for the bottom. And then I'm going to take the powder part and fill in the rest of the brow with that, and it gives a lot more of a natural finish to the brows, and I absolutely have been loving the way it looks. And I take my spoolie through it to give a more natural effect as well. The spoolie helps blend everything together. And then I'm going to take my NYX full coverage concealer and my flat definer brush and just highlight along the bottom of the brow to just clean up the shape, and also along the top edge and the inner, like in the middle part. But yeah, I like to do this just to clean it up, because it is a little bit more natural of a brow, so it needs a little bit more definition with the concealer. And then after I did that, I took my Milani brow gel and just set them in place so that they would not budge, and I like to set them going upwards. And then for the eyes, we're first going to start with this MAC paint pot in the shade Groundwork, and this is going to be our eyeshadow base for this look. I wanted to use a brown base because it kind of gives the eyeshadows a little bit more deep of a look and gives a little bit more depth. So we're first going to jump into the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I'm taking milk chocolate, or wait, I'm sorry, salted caramel on the E40 brush from Sigma. We're just going to blend this in our crease as our transition shade. You guys know I love this shade as a transition color. It is my absolute favorite. And so I'm just blending that all the way through my crease. Don't worry about being messy with this step, because you just want it to be nice and blown out. So then we're going to jump into the Smashbox Masterclass 2 palette, and we're going to take this shade called Sable, I think, and we're going to go in with an E25 brush and put that directly in the crease to further define it. We want a lot of depth to the eye, so we want to define it more. And then we're going to take Serpent from that same palette, and this is going to be the focal point green, emerald green eye color on the lid. So we're taking the Sigma concealer brush and just packing that all over the lid, and oh my god, this eyeshadow color is like so incredibly beautiful, like perfect for fall, the most beautiful green ever. So then we're going to take this color called Java on a small tapered shadow brush from Sigma, and we're going to put that directly in the crease because we want to build a lot of smoky depth in the crease. So I went in with that, and then on the outer corner we're going to take Blackout on this little domed utility brush and just deepen up that outer corner to give it a little bit even more of a smoky look. So we're just putting that on the very outer V of the eye to deepen up the eye. And then I'm going to take my E25 brush and blend the edges of that Blackout just to make it nice and seamless. And now I'm taking a little bit more of that salted caramel and going around the entire eye, because I wanted the color to be a little further up but very blended. So I took my transition color and just brought it a little bit more high. And now I'm taking Damson pressed pigment from MAC. This is life, and I'm gonna take that just on my finger and just press it on the eyelid, and it adds the most gorgeous gold shimmer finish to the whole eye, and I absolutely love this. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I pulled it out, and I'm so glad that I added it, because it really gave the entire look something more. Like, it just vamped it up so much more, and I love it so much. So I'm just pressing that straight on with my finger, and now I'm taking this shade in Bliss, and I'm just gonna highlight under my brow bone with it quickly. And I chose a matte highlight so that it doesn't compete with all the shimmer on the eye. So we're just going to go in with a matte cream shade to highlight under the brow. And now for the face, we're going to go in with Dr. Brandt Pores No More Primer. I absolutely love this primer. It really smooths out your skin and fills in your pores nicely and really helps your foundation stay on for like the whole day. I definitely recommend it. And now I'm going to go in with MAC Matchmaster Foundation on my F80 flat top kabuki brush from Sigma. And I'm just going to buff in my foundation. I never hear anybody talk about this foundation, but I really like it, and I would definitely recommend it to you. It's a nice kind of not natural, it's like kind of on the matte side, but you can add your glow. It's not too matte, but I just really like it, and I never hear anybody talk about it. It's a nice medium finish. So I just put on my foundation with my F80. It took me forever as always, but also because I was having a little bit of a dance party. So I'm just putting on my foundation, and then we're going to move on to concealer. I'm using my L'Oreal Visible Lift Blur Concealer and putting that on with my finger first. I'm using that to highlight and conceal, so I'm taking it in all the places that you usually highlight, under the eyes, down the center of the face, and around the mouth. And then I'm going to blend it all out with my Beauty Blender, and I really like this foundation. I mean this concealer. I don't really hear anybody talk about it, but it is a really great concealer. I would definitely compare it to the Pro Longwear from MAC. And now I'm taking my Fit Me foundation stick to do some cream contouring. If you want a full highlight and contour routine, I will link that down below because I do have one for you using these products. And then I'm just blending that out with a duo fiber brush from Sigma so it's nice and blended out. Yeah. And now I'm going to take the banana powder from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit and set my concealer with that first so it doesn't budge. I absolutely love this contour kit, and these powders are so finely milled and just nice and never cakey, and I love it. So I'm using that with my Real Techniques setting brush to set my concealer. And then I'm going to take this, I think this is Havana contour shade from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. And I'm going to take this on this kind of blushy Sonia Kashuk brush and just set everywhere we put that cream contour. I wanted a very kind of contoured face for this look because it is pretty intense, and I think a nice contoured face goes with full-on makeup, so I wanted to contour my whole face. And now I'm going to take this shade called Gilded Ganache from the Chocolate Bar palette, and I'm just going to bring that under the eye. It's not as dark as Serpent, but it is that green tone, so it's really going to complement the rest of the eye. So I'm taking that on a small smudger brush and smudging it along the lower lash line. It really adds some depth to the look. And then I'm going to take Salted Caramel on this tiny little crease brush and blend it out further just so it's nice and smoked out. And take your time with this because the more you blend out that lower lash line, the better it's going to look. I usually take more time blending my lower lash line than my like upper eyelid. I absolutely love the way that it turns out. Like the blendiness of a bottom lash line really gets me. It's like one of my favorite things. And now I'm going to take this shade called Champagne and highlight the inner corner with it. I chose a shimmery shade for the inner corner highlight as opposed to the brow highlight just because of the eyelid. I don't know, it just really brings the attention to the eyelid and just draws focus to the eyes. So I wanted to do something shimmery. So now I'm going to take this Stila eyeliner in the shade Spice, I think it's called, and line my waterline. This eyeliner is absolutely gorgeous for girls with brown eyes. It is like a nice red brown, and I absolutely love it. It really complements my eye color. And now I'm going to go on with this Givenchy Liner Couture eyeliner, and let's just pretend that it didn't take me 8 hours to do my eyeliner. I mess it up so many times, but eventually I got it. So this is just a speeded up version of me doing my eyeliner. Now I'm going to coat my lashes with this TheBalm mascara. I think it's like the BodyBuilder mascara. And I'm going to coat my top lashes and my bottom lashes in preparation for falsies, because we're not only doing falsies on the top, but we're also doing falsies on the bottom. So you want to get a nice coat. And now we're going to take these Town of Lashes horse fur lashes in the style Laila and just pop those on the top. These absolutely are so amazingly gorgeous, and they really like bring a whole new look to the eye. And then this also took a million years, but I'm popping these short Ardell individual lashes on the bottom lash line, and once again it just gives the entire look like so much more like oomph. Oh my god, I absolutely love it. And now for blush, I'm going to take the shade Flush from that Smashbox palette on my Sigma F40 brush and just blend that onto the cheeks. This is a nice kind of neutral tone blush, so it doesn't compete with anything else going on in the face, but it does give you a nice healthy look to your cheeks. And then I'm going to highlight with this shade called Shimmer from the palette on my Sigma tapered highlighter brush, and I love this highlighter. It's so gorgeous, and luckily they do sell it separately just as a lone product. So if you don't have the palette, or if you don't want to buy the palette, you can just get this highlighter on its own, and if I ever run out, I'm gonna. And now for lips, we're gonna start with Jordana's Tawny Lip Liner and line our entire lip, and then also fill it in as a base for our lipstick so that our lipstick lasts longer and looks more defined and just all that good stuff. We want to line our entire lip with this lip liner. And then for the lipstick, we're going to take Wet n Wild's Mega Lash Lip Color in the shade Mochalicious. It's a really beautiful mocha brown, kind of pinky brown color, and it's so gorgeous. But I did mess up a little, so I took some of my concealer on a concealer brush and just cleaned up my lip line so that it looked nice and precise and clean. Especially with a darker lip color, you definitely want to make sure that your lip line is clean. And then I topped it all off with this Maybelline Color Elixir, and I think the shade is Nude Ambition or Nude Illusion, something like that. And I just wanted to lighten it up a little and also give a glossier finish. So I topped off my lips with this lip gloss. And then that's basically it for the look, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I absolutely love it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
So yeah, guys, that's basically it for the look. I hope you all enjoyed it. I absolutely loved filming this one. Like, this is one of my favorite looks that I've done so far. And yeah, I really, really love it. I hope you guys do too. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did. And please subscribe to my channel if you're not already so that you can stay up to date with all of my new videos. And I love you all so much. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.